8 tech predictions sci-fi got right. From robots to space stations and drones to phones, we look at how sci-fi has influenced technology.
1. Mobile phones. In 1966, characters in the TV show Star Trek would frequently communicate with each other using what is clearly a flip phone to modern eyes. Indeed, when Motorola launched the first flip phone some 30 years later, it acknowledged the inspiration for the company's invention by calling it the StarTAC. 2.
Drones. In his iconic 1965 novel Dune, the American author Frank Herbert imagined a small assassin drone that could fly and zero in on a target. Today, military drones exist in all sizes, even down to the very small, and they have changed the nature of both open war and covert operations.
3. Driverless cars. Numerous writers, including Isaac Asimov in 1964 and Philip K. Dick, 1974, predicted the arrival of driverless cars or taxis. In San Francisco, this may soon be the case. A company called Waymo is currently safety testing its fleet of autonomous vehicles that can be summoned with a smartphone. 4.
Robot assistants and workers. These have their origins in a 1920s story by the Czech author Karel Čapek, who invented the term robotnik, meaning forced worker. Since then, they have been a constant feature of science fiction even after they started appearing in the real world. Many factories rely on robot labor, and more homes have robot vacuum cleaners doing domestic chores.
5. Space stations. The 1968 sci-fi classic 2001: A Space Odyssey by British author Arthur C. Clarke imagined a space station that was in permanent orbit around our planet. That has been a reality since the construction of the International Space Station in 1998. It's a lot smaller than the 2001 version, but the idea is exactly the same. 6.
Bionic limbs. Cyborg was a 1972 sci-fi novel by Martin Caidin that later became a top TV series of the 70s, The $6 Million Man. Its hero loses several limbs in a plane crash and is given bionic prosthetic replacements. This is now becoming a medical reality, with the development of bionic prosthetics that can even be controlled by thought.
7. AI problems. In 2001, A Space Odyssey, things go seriously wrong for the crew of the space station when their onboard AI becomes homicidal because of a programming bug. This has yet to happen in real life, but in 2016, Microsoft's étaient chatbot became racist just a few hours after being introduced on the Internet. And recently, ChatGPT, a far more advanced AI system, started hallucinating soon after its release, inventing information to answer people's questions. 8.
Hoverboards. Since audiences saw Back to the Future's Marty McFly ride one in the sequel movie in 1989, some people have been obsessed with making a real-life hoverboard. More than one company has now made hoverboards that use magnetism to levitate a passenger above the ground. The only problem? For now, they must be on a specific surface to be able to do this.